That's what I'm talking about.
You know I don't like working for cookies. I don't like collecting fees. It's that look in their eyes when they don't have the money.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of I Am I. My name is Joshua Ansley. So I'm just up here at the Shivananda Ashram in the Catskills for the weekend for an amazing retreat with a great friend. And, there was so much. There's just so much. There was workshops and, hours and hours of yoga a day and pranayama and meditation and chanting and satsang and just amazing things. One of the things that the Swami talked about was that his guru used to come in and say, "Do you know what today is?" And they'd be like, "No." And they'd be like, "Today is one day closer to death." And it sounds pretty macabre, but it's to inspire us. It's to realize that this is it. We have no idea when it's going to be over, right? So we have to use that as an opportunity to say, like, today, what am I going to do today for my growth? What am I going to do to step out of my comfort zone, to do something courageous, to do something big, to do something, to make a fool of myself? I have a little homework. We are going to do something this week where you feel like you look like an absolute fool. That is the objective, to look as stupid as you possibly can. Now, really, to take the judgment out of it, it's that you're not looking stupid. It's only you that is going to think you're looking stupid, and you're not actually at all. But that's the homework, to do something where you think you're going to look stupid. And the more you start to do things like this, it's kind of like the more I start to recognize and talk about that I have no idea what I'm talking about, everybody's like, yeah, tell me more. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I just told you that I have no idea what I'm talking about. They're like, yeah, exactly, tell me more. And I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. You have to stop trying to make sense of it. I talk about this all the time, all right? And there is a logical path that we can take, but at certain times we have to understand that it's going to be outside of what your sense is. There's a whole method and understanding of why people do the things that they do that you have no idea about, particularly in sadhana, which is spiritual practice, right? So you're like, that's ridiculous, or people, and you think you know why they're doing it. You have no idea how they're relating to this world. And if we're worried about looking stupid, if we're worried about doing something that is really going to bring so much growth to us because we think it's all like soft or stupid or what is this nonsense, right? That's all bullshit. That's all judgment, and that's all coming from fear, and we don't even know it. We don't even recognize it. It's all fear. It's all fear. That's where judgment is coming from, and it's our unwillingness to look at it with inside of ourselves, right? So that fear is just coming from a sense of lack, right? A sense of there not being enough. Because if we were completely fulfilled, if we actually understood that concept of being completely fulfilled at our very core, then there would be no fear. There would be no sense of loss possible in the infinite. Fear and judgment and all those things are only possible in the world of relativity. I don't want to get too much into that relativity yet because I love that concept, but it's in this physical world. Space is relative. Everything is relative. But inside even space, it's infinite. There's like 100 trillion cells or some 30, 40 trillion. I don't know what the hell. You hear different numbers, but a fucking buttload of trillion cells in my body, in your body, right? And then within each one of those cells, there's all down to quarks and all the different smallest elements of matter that we know of scientifically, relatively, right? And it just goes on and on and on. Like this universe is just massive. When we think about how small of a speck that we are, even as a planet, even as a solar system, we're like nothing. And it's all relative, right? So there's infinite. So compared to the infinite, I don't know what that was. Hey, listen here, jerky, compared to the infinite, we're nothing compared to the infinite. But we are everything. We have that infinite. We are the infinite. Tat twamasi. That thou art. Anyway. So understanding that if we understood that at our very core, we are that we are absolutely fulfilled, that we are infinite already, then there would be no sense of lack. And then when there is no sense of lack, we draw in that energy to us, that energy of fulfilling, of fullness, of abundance, of joy, of love, of peace, not of a needy desperation sort of thing, right? So when we come from that place, even, you know, financially, whatever it is, when we think there's a sense of lack, and like, it doesn't mean like, okay, there's plenty, so I'm just going to go waste my money. It's an understanding of faith and trust, because then we even operate from this place of peace and love, and we operate in a totally different way. We operate. I don't understand why I can't talk today. Here's the deal. Fuck all that noise anyway. We're going to do something this week that makes us look absolutely stupid. And the truth of the matter is, and I'd love to tell you that nobody's judging you, and this is a safe space, so just don't worry about it. Bullshit. Everybody's fucking judging you all the time because they're fucking afraid. So don't step down to their level, step up. Don't be afraid, step out and step into your own courage, your own wisdom, that infinite space inside of yourself, and just do something that you think is going to make you look stupid this week. Peace. Namaste. What? Too much?